Good evening, Crimson Tide Nation, and welcome to the 58th edition of Alabama Crimson Tide Live, all right here on Alabama The Voice College Football from yours truly, Jackson Johnson and Jeffrey Only Talk Sports, where we go over our takes on the latest news and notes on the Alabama Crimson Tide, including our final takeaways from the magnificent 27-24 victory over the Missouri Tigers, the Week 8 rankings, the update on Jam Miller and Derek Meadow, and much more. Can we get some of those Penn State commits that left Penn State? I bet we can. They say we can't, but I say we can and we will. But let me tell you something, folks. It's going to be for a wild ride. How you doing today, good buddy?
I'm doing great, Jackson. Excited to get into some Alabama discussion, debate, analysis, to coin Mark's term. The slogan of the voice of college football, and a great slogan indeed, because we got a lot to talk about. 58th edition of the show. Very excited. Definitely, though, when it comes to Penn State players, like you said, come to Alabama. You made a mistake. You made a mistake, choosing Penn State.
We have rivals.
Better late than never.
Rivals. Penn State doesn't believe in rivalry games, but we do here in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, we've got 3 big ones. 4 if you include Georgia, LSU, Auburn, Tennessee, Georgia. Heck, Mississippi State, all of them. I mean, it don't matter.
Here we go. The Bulldogs. Where are you, kid? Where are you, kid? I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add that booing sound. Where are you, kid? There you go. Georgia. Here's for you. There you go. There you go. That's a boo on you, Bulldogs. You need refs bailing you out. You ain't slick. We got you. We're watching you like hawks on Alabama.
I wasn't calling a timeout. Yeah, you were.
No.
We saw you.
Yeah, no. See, that was a clap. Yeah, whatever.
That's such a dupe right there. He duped the refs. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. But we can give you a little something that we guarantee isn't horse dung. And it's the merch store from Alabama The Voice College Football. It's everywhere. The hats, the t-shirts, the sweatshirt. Bro, that polo shirt's going to get cold, man. I mean, you're going to freeze your butt off. I mean, those muscles and that long hair is not going to save you. And that can cooler, that's always going to be something that keeps you warm. That we do know. Oh, man. The coffee cup, the tumbler cup, get ready. Because you're going to be in for a wild ride. We've got it all. All of it. All right here. And if you want something added to the merch store, email Mark Rogers at MarkRogersTV@gmail.com or the voice of college football at thevoiceofcollegefootball@gmail.com.
You gotta bring back the doggy bowl, man. The doggy bowl's gotta come back. Again, I will bring back the hat. It is coming back. I gotta get a haircut. I will bring back the hat. It is not shelved. Trust me. It will return. Because Alabama, I shall return. Like Douglas MacArthur in 1944. So yes, I will have the hat back.
We'll give him a new hat in style, and it might just say, and it's gonna say Voice College Football. That we promise you. Oh man. Well, now that was an amazing Saturday, wasn't it? Fantastic finish by our defense. Dijon Lee making that clutch interception. Justin Jefferson moving on up on 3rd and 11 with 7 minutes left in the game. And the rest of the defense finally getting a piece of that pie on 4th down with that fake punt. Man. And Simpson making clutch throws. And would you like to know a little something? We got a little something huge. We've got we have the longest active win streak again. Although we share it with Boise State. Oh man. And we got the $19.99 super chat from Yachty60. Say, bring the hat back. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, baby. Again, I will bring the hat back. It will return. Appreciate the super chat. I love that the hat's getting love. You gotta love that. It's amazing. The hat, didn't know it made such an impact, honestly, but appreciate that. It's good to know the hat is loved, it's beloved, and I will bring it back. It will return.
There you go.
Appreciate
We
it
got
much. We appreciate Johnny Burks as well, Coach John. Appreciate it. But
the
yeah,
OG.
I would love to see right there though, right below. You see where it is. You see who it is. Alabama, Boise State. Who's right behind? Who would have ever thought that? Who would have thought that before Signetti? I'm sorry, I had to break the fourth wall. Talk about it for brief, but that's mighty impressive right there. Indiana having the third or second highest win streak in college football. But back to the topic at hand, Alabama, very impressive that we have the longest home win streak, because also who did that for Alabama? Indiana, knocking off. Sorry, okay. But again, Alabama, very impressive. So excited in the fact that we are continuing our excellency. You know, we're not falling off the edge of the earth like Clemson or Penn State or Texas or any of these other, has-been programs, right? Alabama's still good. We had a bad game against Florida State, but we have turned it around. We've got the longest home win streak, and we should not take games like this Missouri game for granted. No. That's a good win. That was a good football team. He played on the road, and I think that DeBoer is doing a good job this season. We got a long way to go. It's not in the books that we're going to be a playoff team. It's not a guarantee in any way, shape, or form, but I like where we're at right now. It was a very good win because all the things you pointed out, Jackson, that's stuff winning teams do. Getting the game-sealing interception, getting the fourth down stop on the fake punt. Just a lot of it was on offense and on defense. Ty Simpson making great throws. We did what we needed to do to win. And people are like, we didn't win by a lot. It doesn't matter. It was a good, solid road win.
A win is a win is a win, especially on the road, and especially when it ends long, active winning streaks in the world of college football. That was funny, though. It was like Missouri hadn't lost a home game since 2022 prior to Saturday.
I don't think they've had a lot of teams like Alabama coming to town, though.
No. I mean, that plays a huge part of it, of course. So
they're not in the East anymore. They're not in the SEC East anymore.
No, that's for sure. Yachty 60, we appreciate the $19.99 super chat, good buddy, as it is helping the channel. We appreciate it very much. And for those tuning into Alabama with the Voice College Football, if you can't send a super chat, no worries. Always like, comment, subscribe to Alabama with the Voice College Football. You will get top-notch content on the Alabama Crimson Tide. That we can personally guarantee. All right here. And that was the thing, though. Like, Simpson was making some clutch throws on Saturday, and it hurt us a lot that we lost Jam Miller in that game.
And but you saw the run game kind of go away, too, because of it. That's how important Jam Miller is to our offense, to our team. It makes a big difference. I mean, our other running backs, again, have talent, and I think they will get their time in the sun. But right now, it's Jam Miller's time, and we need a healthy Jam Miller. When he's out there, I don't know if we have this 3-game win streak without him. I don't think we do. I think he's played a massive role in his return. He was big against Georgia. He was big against Missouri. Maybe we beat Vandy without him, but still, he played a big role in that game. I think that Jam Miller is a massive player for our team, and I hope that he will be back soon. Hopefully, he'll be back this week. I don't know. He took a big shot, but Jam Miller is a really good player. I mean, we're not doing very well in pass protection with our running backs this year. That's not been a strong point, but I mean, Jam Miller is not terrible in that department either. He's not awful. But it's just, we need all the help we can get to win these tough games. And Jam Miller, his return, and Tim Keenan's as well, definitely made a difference. And if we don't have Jam Miller, it could be dicey again the rest of the season. I don't want to see that.
Well, and we did see Kevin Riley making some big plays.
He stepped up. Honestly, he's been bigger than Richard Young and Daniel Hill.
Oh, yeah.
He's come out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. It's like I cannot wait to see more of Riley on Saturday. That's going to be fun right there. Because like, if he can continue stepping up like he did against Missouri, I believe he's going to step up against Tennessee right there. And that's
I
going
want to
to
see more Kevin Riley and Lotsier Brooks. Lotsier Brooks is good.
Lottie.
He's good, like unreal. Like he wasn't even discussed in the preseason by us. I don't think. Like when we were talking about, like breakout players and just key players. I don't know. Did we mention Lottie Brooks? I don't think we did. I mean, he was like
We
way
might have
down the
been.
line if so. He was not expected to be breaking out like this. He's doing really well.
Oh yeah. That's right, Coach Burts. He's been impressive, like humongously impressive.
That catch he made on, the big third down that Todd Simpson threw, that was huge. Or was the fourth down? Was the fourth down?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
fourth
fourth down. Yeah. That to keep that drive alive, that was massive. I mean, that was a great throw by Todd Simpson. And he made a lot of NFL throws on Saturday, but the catch was just as impressive by a true freshman. I mean, we're not talking about Bernard or Horton. We're talking about a true freshman. I mean, Brooks looks good. He looks like he's going to be a wide receiver of the future for Alabama, possibly.
Oh, he's huge, man. Like it's. I cannot wait to see more magic from Brooks. I mean, it's it's like we said throughout the preseason, and I know I've said it throughout on CFB Express and a few other channels that I've guested on. It's not going to be all on Ty Simpson. That's the best part of 2025. It's not going to be all on Ty Simpson, and we've been proven correct by the
It felt like, to give Jalen Milroe a little bit, a benefit of the doubt, just after all the flack he took last year. I know that's situations like in the bed, it's rested, it doesn't matter anymore. But to me, I want to shout it out again, for one of the final times. I'm sure we'll talk about it in the future again, but to me, I don't think he had enough help. I don't think that he got the help that Todd Simpson's getting this year by any stretch of the imagination. And with the new system and all that, and just the way that they were calling games, I think that Jalen Milroe, was not given what Todd Simpson is being given this year, and I think that did not help. I think that it really hurt his ability to have a good year. I mean, he really struggled last year. I'm not saying Jalen Milroe is good, as a quarterback, because he is very flawed, but I just think that if he had better play calling in his favor and a little bit more help from the rest of the team, I think that it would have been a lot better for Jalen Milroe last season. I just want to shout that out to him, because I still think he gets a lot of undeserved flack for last season. I think it was a little bit too much flack. But yeah, Todd Simpson fortunately has been getting the help that he needs to succeed with Jam Miller, and hopefully again him being healthy, and our receiving core and our O-line's been better. So all that's been a big benefit.
Well, one last thing, just kind of put a bow on the takeaways from Alabama, Missouri. Will we consider the Jam Miller hit targeting?
Yeah. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
It was. Now I will say I've made my Kirby sideline insanity comments already. I'm not gonna do that again. I laid the wood down on Kirby Smart's sideline honesty and insanity on Saturday night on my channel. I'm not, don't like shouting it out to the end, but I'm just saying, like, if you want my thoughts on that's there you go, because I would not be able to replicate that. I gave Kirby Smart exactly what he deserved.
Like we're not even Auburn people, and it made us like so bad that
I was furious. Like, I don't like Auburn at all, Jackson, and I felt bad for them. I did.
Like freaking Clay Travis was sitting there like, wait a minute, that's a load of crap. like it's bad when he's calling it out. Like, good grief. It's oh my God.
All I know is that the entire country now knows, that Kirby Smart told a lie on national TV. So it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. And the thing that makes it even worse is that he doubles down. So I'll just leave it at that. I said a lot more before.
Georgia is going to get.
It's just not a good look. Thankfully, we don't have coaches like that at Alabama. We have much more honest individuals and players. So that's good.
I can't wait to see Georgia get smacked by Georgia Tech.
I mean, the thing is like I'm not a guy that actively roots for teams to lose. I don't do that. You know, if Ohio State falls, okay, you know, it's you know, they finally lost. You know, they don't win every game. It's, you know, it's good to see that every team is beatable, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, stuff like that. You know, a lot of people want us to lose when we kept winning. You know, it's kind of hard though when it's your favorite team. It's why, like with Ohio State fans, you're never going to root for your team to lose, obviously. But it's not good for the sport if the same team is winning every game and winning national championship after national championship. That being said, Georgia, they're not winning national championships right now, and they're not very good right now. But I think that Georgia, I'm not saying again, you know, wanting to lose all that, but if they lost some games, I would not be upset because they deserve to lose, Jackson. They don't look good at all.
Bad dogs.
Yeah.
I've said a lot worse on certain places over the weekend, of course, but
do you think Caden Proctor will eventually score a touchdown and throw a pass? That is what Coach Johnny Burks is asking us, and I think both questions are great. Because honestly, I think he could score a touchdown. Because think about it, if they're at the half-yard line, just let him run it in. He was this close.
The big man touchdown.
He was this close on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
So they just give him the ball have him line up under center, man. Just let him sneak it in. Like he'll score a touchdown if they'll let him. I mean, if they're at the half-yard line, just let him run it in.
Are going to get so excited when they see Caden Proctor scoring. That I can guarantee.
Throwing a pass, I think, is less guaranteed. But honestly, it would be hilarious to see it if he did. It would be hilarious.
Oh man. And that concludes the short clip on Alabama at the Boys College Football throughout X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Breaking the fourth wall once again. Before we get to our next topic, Jeff, what magic have you got cooking? Like, what is something you're looking for some predictions, man? Like, do you know of a guy? Because
we both know who that guy is. You know who it is. I know who it is.
Well, I mean, I got
the audience know who it is. That's
a good question. Because I mean, we got to get some candy soon. I mean, it's getting close. Good grief. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Golly. Anyway, we'll find the ad later.
Man, that ruined the segue.
It's like, good grief. It's like we got an outtake for the ages because like the internet's messing around.
Take one, take two, take 3,000.
Oh man. Act 2 of the show. Whew. Alrighty, so we've got some week 8 rankings for the AP poll and the coaches poll. We're still waiting it out for the Mark Rogers top 25 that actually makes sense ranking. I've got a feeling we're much higher than where we're at in the AP and coaches poll, according to Mark. But we're 6 below Ole Miss. We're below Indiana, Miami, Ohio State, Texas A&M. How are you feeling about the rankings, Jeffrey?
I think the rankings are fair. I know some people will probably be like, "No, you can't say that, Jeffrey. You got to be anti the rankings." Now, I'm anti the rankings in a lot of spots because I think there are a lot of teams that are ranked where they should not be ranked all throughout. But I think Alabama at 6 is fine. I mean, we have a loss. It sucks that we have a loss, but we have a loss. We lost to Florida State, and that loss is aging horribly. I think if we played them today, we'd obviously win by 2+ scores. I mean, that's everyone knows that, but it is what it is.
No.
What happened?
Oh
We
Lord.
got more outtakes. What's going on?
I know, right? It's like,
I was like, I was like, am I still here?
yeah, you're still here, good buddy.
Okay. Well, like I was saying, we that loss to Florida State, like we know we'd win today, like 99% chance we'd win that game today, but we have that loss. Every team ahead of us is undefeated. You really can't argue with that. Yeah, we know Ole Miss almost lost to Washington State, but they didn't. Texas A&M. I think every team, A&M up, definitely should be ranked ahead of Alabama. They're all undefeated. They've all looked great. Ohio State they're great. They got great players. They've done what they're supposed to do. Miami's looked great this year so far. I'm still waiting for their inevitable choke, but they haven't choked yet, so they look good. Indiana. Oregon win. Illinois win. They're playing great. I mean, you could argue IU maybe should be second, but they're not. But again, like those three teams should be ahead of Alabama. A&M, I think, should be ahead of Alabama. They're undefeated, and they've looked good. And I think Ole Miss, you can argue, but they don't have a loss. Alabama does. So I think Alabama at 6. We are the highest ranked one-loss team. That's fair. We're in great shape. We've basically burned off the Florida State loss. Like if we were undefeated right now, yeah, we would be ranked higher than 6th. But the fact that we have a loss to a 3-3 football team and we are ranked 6th, that's good because they are taking into account, hey, Alabama's last 3 wins are over ranked opponents in Missouri, Vanderbilt, and Georgia. Those wins outweigh that Florida State loss. And the loss is looking more and more like, I wouldn't say a fluke because I don't think the loss was a fluke necessarily. I think it was the timing of it. It was week 1. Florida State was amped. They were hyped. They were ready. We were not, and we lost. I think that we would probably lose that game again if we started the season over. Not if starting the season over right now, we would win because I'm talking about like reset the season, just do it all over again, go back in time, go back to August, September. We would not win probably again. If we played them now, we would win. But again, I agree with Chris Camp. We did need that loss. And that is why I said not to panic if we did lose. I mean, again, I can't predict the future. We could have completely crumbled after the Florida State loss. We could have completely fallen apart, lost to Georgia, lost to Vandy, lost to Missouri. We could be 2-4 right now and just divorce fired and all derailed and everything. But I said not to panic after the Florida State game if we lost, and I said this before the loss. Saying if we were to lose, remember we were asked by Austin, is it a must win? And I said no, it's not a must win because we could turn around and still have a great season. And you see how that scenario is unfolding. That exact scenario is unfolding. Alabama lost, and since then we've been great. So the loss has helped us.
You know what the 2025 Alabama-Florida State game feels similar to? 2014 Ohio State, Virginia Tech.
It's an easy comparison, especially if Bama goes all the way and wins a national title. Then it's the exact comparison.
Oh, yeah, because like Virginia Tech let the Ohio State win go to their heads, and they thought about nothing else. Same with Florida State. They dealt with total annihilation from Miami until the fourth quarter. They lost to Virginia in overtime. You shouldn't be losing to Virginia in overtime. That's bad right there. I don't care that's on a Friday night. That's completely
well. That game exposed that Florida State wasn't that good.
Okay.
And it is what it is for Florida State. I was happy for them and their fans that they were, having a good year to start out after the 2-10 season last year. But it looks like they're not very good. And again, Alabama should not be punished that severely for that game because it was a week 1 game. I think week 1 games results should be taken less into account than any other week of the season. Because, again, it's week 1. The way you play after that game, each subsequent week matters more.
Yeah.
I mean, just say Indiana beats Illinois 63-10 in week 1, for an example. But then the rest of the season, they go 4-8. Did that mean Indiana was good? No. It did not. They had the game of their life in week 1, and then they crapped the bed after that. But they didn't because that result's fake. Indiana beat Illinois in week 4, and they backed it up with wins over Iowa and Oregon, so they look great. But Alabama, that Florida State loss, they've gotten better since then. Florida State has gotten worse. So week 1 results to me should not be the be-all and end-all. And that's why I said the Bama-Texas game in 2023, that was a week 2 game that we lost. That's not super indicative either. The further you get into the season, week 4, week 5, week 6, those results start to matter a lot more in my mind. And they should matter a lot more in everyone else's mind because those results are more indicative. Unless your team is just completely injured. Like maybe you started the season 6-0, but then your starting quarterback gets hurt, and then you have a ton of injuries. That's the only exception. That's the exception about later in the year a team playing worse. That's the exception. But unless that's the case, if you start the season out playing well and then you decline, then that either means you were not a good team to begin with. You didn't get – either means you weren't good to begin with and you were getting by and maybe teams just found out your weaknesses, or it means that you just didn't improve and the teams around you did. Because sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just peak. You peak early. And then you don't get any better. You're supposed to improve week by week. You know, you're supposed to be a completely improved team by the end of the season from the beginning because you've been playing together as a team all season long. You're supposed to get better. If you don't get better as a team, then you're going to lose late in the year. But again, Alabama being at 6 to tie it all back together is fair because every team ahead of us is undefeated. And you can't ask for much more than that. That's telling you that the nation believes that we are the best one-loss team. The coaches poll says that. The AP poll says that. And I'm sure Mark Rogers' top 25 that actually makes sense will say that. So, again, that's great. And when the CFP rankings come out, if we keep winning, we're going to be high up in that as well. So, we're in great shape right now. I have no concerns right now. We just got to keep playing well.
No doubt. And, I mean, because, like, we've got Tennessee coming up on Saturday and LSU after South Carolina, where then we got Oklahoma, where Mateer's going to be fully healthy. And I know that Auburn's not considered a tough game, but Jordan Hare, man, that's scary.
It's going to be tough. It always is. I mean, Auburn plays their best at home against Georgia and Alabama. First half against Georgia, they looked really good. They looked like a top, 15 team, and then it all crumbled. So I'm sure when they play us, they're going to play a heck of a game, and they're going to probably compete hard, and hopefully we win. We have won the last several times in Jordan Hare, but it's been close. It's been by the skin of our teeth. So definitely expect a dogfight.
There we go. Well, I think I've got the thing all fixed for now.
Awesome.
Just a little bit fixed. But Jeffrey, I think you and I know a guy.
Yeah, we know a guy. Is he going to appear this time for the audience to see?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Take 2.
There we go. Take 2. Here we go, folks.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select a betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.
There we go. Oh, we're in opposite directions, but we can tell you that the top-notch predictions you're always going to get are from Mark Rogers, Steve Dace from Michigan, the Michigan Podcast, Corey Bratta from the Hawkeye of the Storm, Matt Zemek, and Steve Merrill, all right there on the Voice of College Football, where you'll get top-notch predictions every week during the season. And you'll get top-notch Halloween candy just by listening to their top-notch predictions. All right there. Oh man, well, my desktop decided it was a good day to act up on me today. So I'm like, yeah, that's why I was like off for 5 seconds. I was like, okay,
I
get
feel your
back.
pain, Jackson. I've
It's
had it
like,
happen to me too many times.
so it's like, no worries. We're not Georgia people, but the Georgia people, the Voice College Football, are great people to hang out with.
They're amazing. Their
Yep.
team though, gotta keep our eyes on them.
Oh man. Well, we got some updates on Jam Miller and Derrick Henry. And there was a little bit during the press conference from Kayla DeBoer. We got this little article from Justin Smith at Touchdown Alabama. And Coach DeBoer said, quote, Jam and Derrick are going to be going through protocol this week. And, we saw that concussion on Miller and that excruciating hit on Meadows. Like, yikes. That was, ugh.
Yeah.
Almost saw like a baby seeing that hit, to tell you the truth.
Oh, it sucked. It was a terrible hit. I mean, you're playing football, you're taught to hit hard. You don't want football to, and as some people would say, turn into a wimpy sport or anything like that. You'll want to see the hard hits, but they got to be legal. You can't be hitting people in the head like that. There's a reason they have the rules like that. I still think the targeting rule is garbage because they don't call it consistently, but if it was called consistently or at least about as good as you can get, then that'd be better. But there's a lot of targetings that they say aren't, and then there are a lot of ones that aren't targeting that they say are, which again frustrates me with that. But with all that being said, I mean, I think it's encouraging, I guess, that Jam Miller and Derek Meadows are both in protocol and he's not saying it like they're gone. Plus, Derek Meadows is not a key offensive player. He's not a key offensive player, so I think that will be okay if he can't play. Obviously, I hope he's okay. I want him to, get healthy and be back.
No doubt.
But he's not called a pass this season. He's played a little bit. I want to see more of him. He's a tall receiver. I want to see what he's capable of. But we got a lot of, other receivers. Horton, Bernard, Williams, Brooks, Mbakwe. I mean, we got Cole Adams. We got a lot of guys. So, I mean, if Derek Meadows can't play, it's okay. But I hope he's okay. I want him to get better and be back there, out there on the field and can contribute. But Miller's the one we need back. We need him back.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Riley's, a surgeons has been good. That's great. Again, we have not gotten a lot out of Richard Young and Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill's done some, but we're not getting a lot out of those guys. So, if Jam Miller can't play, it will make it tougher for us against Tennessee and beyond if Jam Miller can't play. But again, I think it is encouraging that he didn't say like long term. He just said protocol. So maybe they'll be out a week. Maybe Jam Miller will be out a week and he'll be back after that. Maybe he'll be back this week. I don't know. We'll see.
That's true. And, Coach Birch says the big question that needs answering is Ryan Williams. Yeah. Well, I think he seems to be doing a lot better, but we'll see against Tennessee on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But we had 3 guys that were out as well against Missouri. Jalen Hale, Jalen Backway, and Caden Jones. And from what Coach DeBoer said, Jalen Hale has been sick as a hound dog. That's why last minute he got put on the report. And Backway had a hand injury in practice. He's going to be there practicing. And the last one, good grief, Caden Jones had to have surgery on his ankle, so he's down for a while. but so they're basically reserve guys, but all the same, you
I
don't
forgot that Mbakwe was out. I forgot. And I know he was playing earlier in the year. Still, even if both Derek Meadows and Mbakwe can't play, then it's okay because we have a lot of receivers. You'd like to have them back, but still, it's interesting on the other guys. I mean, they're not. It's not the end of the world if they can't play, but you want everybody. You want them in practice. You want your whole team to be healthy, but that's just not the way football works. It really sucks though when you get hurt in practice. That really sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's, even though you got their reserves, you don't ever want to see any of your guys get hurt. You want to have a 100% healthy roster. Like, make sure all your guys are ready to rock and roll for game day. And, it's just, they should be all right, but, they bust their butts for us. We're going to bust our butts for them. That is for sure. That
Absolutely.
is
I mean, the thing that's so key is because iron sharpens iron. That is a cliche phrase. People have heard it 8 billion times. But at the same time, it's true. That's why when you hear cliches like that, it's because they're typically true. So, I think that having a full, roster on deck is great because you've got the starters playing the back, if the backup's playing the third string, and they're all making each other better. You can't do that when you've got injuries. No. Guys that are hurt are getting put behind too. They're not getting to develop with everyone else. So then they get possibly further down the depth chart, and then maybe they transfer. You don't want injuries. You just don't. So again, I agree with you on having a fully healthy team, but unfortunately, it's just not the case with football. You're going to have injuries. It's just the nature of the game. I do, agree with Coach Johnny's statement here. Ryan Williams needs to enter the picture of the next 4 games. He's the one that can shake things up. I think that Ryan Williams is the player that can take Alabama's offense into the stratosphere. Alabama's offense is doing very well with a healthy Jam Miller and Ty Simpson just continuing to play the way he is. Our O-line is improved. Cuevas is doing good at tight end. And we've got all of those other receivers playing well. Again, the emergence of Lottie Brooks and, Horton and Bernard are playing very well. That Ryan Williams is not having to actually be as effective as he was last year. Last year, it was almost out of necessity. This year, we don't need him to be as effective, But I think that if Ryan Williams does get more involved again, it's not like he's out of the picture, but if he can start putting up more of the type numbers and stats in games that he was last year, in addition to the rest of our offense, then that's going to make us very dangerous. I think that Ryan Williams can get our offense in a position with him playing well with the rest of the team on offense, in a position where we can be a national championship level offense. I don't know if we have that without him. So that's where I agree with you 1,000%. I don't think in most of our games this season we're going to need Ryan Williams all that much to win, because we've been winning without him being a big factor right now. But if we want to be a national championship level team, we're going to need Ryan Williams. So that I agree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to make sure we're having him ready and raring to go. Make sure that he's 100% healthy. And Jam Miller, I think Jam Miller just needs to kind of chill for the next few weeks, personally. Because don't hurry back to the Tennessee game. Because again, you're busting our butts for us. We'll bust our butts for you. That's for sure. Oh, man. KC Cots 98-98. Ole Miss is going to eat Georgia. Oh, man. They've not done that since 1996 in Athens. That was the first year of overtime in the world of college football for the regular season. Man, 1996. I mean, it was a mid-year by our standards, but a great year for college football because we got overtime. Unlike the NFL. Oh, good grief.
Oh, no, we got some trivia for you.
Oh, Lord. Ah, man,
it's all you.
Oh man, I believe it was in 1902. So there was that. I might be a few years off, but I know that we
I have
played.
no idea. If you don't know, I have no idea.
Oh man,
I don't look up stats like that. I should probably. Yeah, but I talk about what's going on now, so it's like I leave the past history to you. That's your ballpark. I know what's
yeah,
going on right now, and I'm hoping we curb
yeah.
stomp Tennessee next week.
Oh, I was a year off, and we tied 6-6 that year in 1901. Like everybody, I
Hey,
know
you're
everybody,
close, man. You're close.
but no cigar, as that Weird Al Yankovic song says. Oh man, it's like that's a good song, like especially with the kitty cat letting everybody know what his standards are. He was like, oh man. And finally, can we flip some guys from Penn State? A lot of them say they're not going to Bama. But you know the movie Dumb and Dumber where you hear Jim Carrey going, so you're telling me there's a chance.
Telling me there's a chance. Yeah.
Not available, but no problem. There's a chance. I think we could get them. I mean, it looks impossible, but I think it can work out. I mean, nobody thought Franklin was getting fired after.
Got to entertain Steve just for a sec. Appreciate you being here, Steve. I know this is Alabama show, but who replaces Franklin? I don't care who it is as long as it's not one individual. That's all I care about.
Maybe. I mean,
maybe.
Maybe not.
It'd be funny if they hired another Vandy coach, if you know what I mean.
Oh God, that'd be fun. Fran Brown would be a win right there.
I still think it was a dumb firing. I'm sorry. I know I'm in the minority. I'm not a Penn State fan. I still think it was a dumb firing.
I mean, if you're gonna fire Franklin, you better replace him with Fran Brown. I mean, guy is getting top-notch recruits over to Syracuse, and you know he had them doing suicide runs after an overtime win over UConn, and then had them beating Clemson.
Who is dumber? Dumber than firing Mullen? See, Franklin or Mullen?
I feel like Mullen's a dumber firing, honestly, at the moment. You're going the opposite route.
I'm not saying I disagree. I almost think they're equally as dumb. I mean, Franklin did better at Penn State than Mullen did at Florida. So
I miss watching Cousin Eddie in Gainesville.
So, I don't know. I just think it's a dumb firing because, especially when they did.
Oh yeah.
It's not like they had 2 years of being really bad.
I
don't know.
Well, now I wouldn't say that.
I do know, Bean, and I am thrilled and excited and cloud nine. So there you go. Yeah, they are fringe blue blood, and that's why we're going to take their players to reel this back in. To, as Jack said,
make your pockets hurt, Penn State.
We got to get some of their players. I mean, the thing is, they're not going to keep the class.
We're rivaled. They're unrivaled. We're getting there, guys.
Well, they're rival. Ohio State's like Georgia to us. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like Ohio State to Penn State is like Georgia to us.
Oh, here we go.
Even though we're better than Georgia and Penn State's not better than Ohio State. But I'm just saying like that's Penn State's goal is to beat Ohio State every year.
Oh, here we go.
Me too, Rough Rider. It's amazing. Penn State, I mean, they had good recruits. They've always had good recruits. I mean, they're going to lose a lot of these guys. How much of the recruiting class do you think stays with Penn State? Do you think any of them do? Some?
Probably like 2, 3. Yeah, we don't care about this stupid T-Mobile app. Go away. We don't care. We don't care about freaking T-Mobile unless you're going to be a sponsor of a ball game, of course. Then we'll care by all means.
Yeah, if you're a sponsor, we care. If not, no. I'm just like,
Oh man.
oh man.
I've got to add the squeeze sound effect one of these days. I'm gonna do that. Here we go. Some highlights of Mr. Van Brandt.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, isn't it? It's kind of funny.
Oh, camera's scared of him. Why? Why are you scared of this young man, camera? Why is
The cameraman is an amateur. He needs some photography lessons.
Oh God.
Or filmography, I should say.
Yeah, he's got some learning he's got to do. Oh man! Oh, he just pushed him down. It's like, I guess they're too violent or something. Oh, this ad's not. No, stupid ad. Get out of here. Like, oh man! Like,
see how good Indiana is, Jackson. That's what the entire chat is talking about. So yeah, it's the Signetti effect. We DeBoer and Signetti are going to dominate college football, hopefully.
Oh, they will. I mean, that's the fact.
It's not Kirby. Remember, Kirby was supposed to take over as the head of college football. I'm not seeing it. I'm failing to see it.
Nah, what we've got there is a failure to communicate on that one. Like, it's like,
I wonder how many people get that reference.
oh man, that's a classic. 50 heads in an hour. So, but I bet Van Brandt can do that. Like, I bet he could do that. He's tough. We don't care about Honda. Get out of there. Get out of there, Honda.
Jackson is struggling with the ads.
Ugh. Don't make me get the belt ads.
Oh, please. Please.
No.
That's even dumber than Signetti. At least Signetti, you can kind of I can understand it, even though it's dumb. This is really dumb. DeBoer is not leaving. Alabama, Penn State. You know how much of an inferior job Penn State is to Alabama? Like, wow. If anybody says that, they should lose their media license for that.
They need Jesus if they're saying that kind of crap.
Like that's not even legitimate.
Oh, here we go. Some more Van Brandt highlights. As if the cameraman doesn't get rid of the rest of the
Yeah,
scene.
money does talk, Steve, but Signetti's going to get a pay raise at Indiana. It's going to happen.
Oh, let's see what Van Brandt. Oh, there we go. Push, pull. Oh, he is pushing. Watch again. Oh, talk about getting. Wow.
Are we looking at 5-star guys or 4-star players?
I believe he's a. Let's look. Well, he is a 4-star. Number 1 defensive end, number 8 offensive tackle. And he's from Middletown, Delaware. Appoquinimink High School. And he's obviously part of the 2027 recruiting class. Here we go. There we go. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, he's. Ooh. Was it that violent? Good grief. There's nothing violent about that.
Literally, it says to watch this, and the camera does not even allow us to watch this.
Man, they're going to have us sobbing like babies, I tell you what. They're going to get me all mad.
Watching a high school film, honestly, is kind of hard sometimes, man. Like, some of these players, watching them is amazing. They're incredibly talented already at such a young age. That's awesome. But these camera angles are abysmal. It makes it impossible to even view.
No, because they're scared. They're scared we're gonna get them. They're scared we're getting some of these guys. Well, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy.
Oh, here we go.
All the ad talking, then he got one. That's funny.
Oh, here we go.
That's hilarious.
He's watching his man.
Steve says, like vultures coming for piss. I mean, hey, they fired their guy. They didn't have to. Those guys committed to James Franklin. They let him go. That's on them. So now it's fair game.
Oh, here we go. No, here we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, he just pushed him down. He pushed him down. There we go. Bet we're going to see something nice right here. Oh, he pushed him down. Well, watch again. Watch again.
Yeah. He threw him down like a China doll, man.
Yeet!
That's crazy.
There's more. Here we go. He's watching his man. Oh, he pushed him down. No, he just kind of gave him a hug down. He's like, okay, I'm going easy on you, pal. Oh, here we go. Oh my God.
That is correct, Bean. If a coach does leave, then the players are able to enter the transfer portal, or the high school recruits are able to decommit, without penalty or anything. Players can decommit anyway, no matter what, with their high schools. These guys, they can do what they want. They can even do it if Franklin was still there. But players can enter the portal too, without penalty.
Oh man, let's see that play where he's telling the D lineman to go home one more time. He pushed him. The rest of the scene is not meant for children, ladies and gentlemen. There he is again, watching his man. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he just like yanked him down.
Yeah, he's good.
And he's like, sorry. There he is. He's pushing him down. Oh, man. He's like, you got to go home, Mr. Linebacker. Oh, he knocked him down.
How do you feel about this, Jackson? Steve says if he has sustained success, will DeBoer stay at Alabama? I say no.
Yeah. I think he could stay at Bama. I think he could, but
I mean, what other college job would you take? I mean, Alabama's at the top.
I don't think it would be a college job.
NFL would be the only thing that would make sense. But I mean, even then, college football, man.
Don't go to the Cowboys or Panthers. Don't go to either one of those places. Sorry.
Panthers are 3-3.
Yeah, but it's the NFC South, and I would also say don't go to the Falcons. Don't go to the Jets because you're working for an idiot like Woody
Bears.
Johnson. We'll know more about that 3 years from now because if Cowboys can't fit some, nobody can. Oh, yeah, Titans are pretty good, but let's wait a few years on that. That's more like a 5-year from now discussion. So I think DeBoer's going to get some things going in Tuscaloosa. He's going to be happy.
I wouldn't leave if I'm DeBoer. I know I agree it's a pressure cooker, but if you get fired, you get a massive buyout. It's not that big a deal.
True. And that concludes episode 58 of Alabama Crimson Tide Live, all right here on Alabama with the Voice of College Football. And we've got more magic coming your way. And before we get on out of here and tell you about what we've got going on in our weeks, we've got the YouTube membership tiers. For $2.99 a month, you can become a Crimson Faithful member where you'll have loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and the live chat, custom emojis to use in the comments and live chat, and member shoutouts. For $4.99 a month, you can become a Save a Disciple where you'll have priority replies to comments and access to a monthly hangout from yours truly, Jackson Johnson and Jeffrey at Only Talk Sports. And for $9.99 a month, you can become a Bear Bryant legend where you can connect on social media with each of us and give out content requests of any kind. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor the miserable Bama weather that doesn't even know where it's at will put stop us from fulfilling your content request all right here on Alabama Voice College Football. Well, Jeffrey, what have you got going on in your world, good buddy? You got some magic cooking with Will and D, don't you?
Absolutely. thought maybe we were going to be able to do it tonight. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So tomorrow night, tentatively, we might be doing our show tomorrow night. Only Talk Sports with Will and D. Appreciate it if you guys go check that
Will
out.
keep it as $500.
Yes, we want Will to keep his $500, not have Caden win. So definitely, we're still on watch for that. It's definitely going to be a ton of fun. Always doing the show with Will, and I'm going to be doing my NFL predictions later in the week. And every Saturday night, recapping the games, all the games, and it gets wild and crazy every week. So definitely, if you want to check that out, definitely give my channel a subscribe. I would appreciate it. Also, follow me on X as well. I post every day, about stuff going on in college football and updating when our shows are going live. And lastly, subscribe to Alabama, the voice of college football. I'm here every I'm here every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday doing the post games with Jackson. It's always a blast. Definitely appreciate all of your guys' support. We're getting closer to 3,000 subscribers. We're going to get there with your help. We appreciate it, and definitely like where Alabama's heading this season. I'm excited.
Same, man. It's going to be fantastic. And of course, you could check me out on Jackson Johnson 979, where I've got a few episodes of the Jacksonian coming your way, including the next one with Nathan Bomber Brown and Wild Ute of CFB Mafia discussing the preview of the Holy War and the magic they're cooking on CFB Mafia. And of course, you can check out my appearance with CFB Express with Rockin' Rant, where Tucker Harlan and I joined to discuss the preview of Alabama, Tennessee. And I'm going to tell you, it was a wild ride. And I've also got some appearances on Locked On West Virginia, where I have Jackson's World of College Football with Mountaineer Paul. And for more updates of what I've got going on the Feinbaum Show, where weekends full of surprises once a week. On Locked On West Virginia with Mountaineer Paul. Right here on Alabama, the voice of college football with Jeffrey, Only Talk Sports, and myself. And the Jacksonian. Check me out on JacksonVCFB on @/Twitter and on Instagram and Threads at JacksonJohnson543908. And we appreciate the IT guys tuning in. Thank you very much. And we are sorry that the refs screwed you guys out of a victory over the Georgia Bulldogs. We call them Georgia puppy dogs around here.
I feel bad, actually, for Auburn. Again, I feel bad.
You know it's bad when us Bama fans.
You know it's bad when we feel bad. So definitely, It's not good what happened to Auburn.
But I can tell you, though, if you want to feel better, Blake Lane at Auburn at the Voice of College Football will definitely help you feel better with Auburn Primetime Live Tuesday nights and Sunday mornings, Fridays, and whenever he goes live. But as with that being said, check us out on Alabama Voice College Football on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, and iHeartRadio, where you can give us a listen via audio. And like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you never miss no video whatsoever. And we will see you soon. I'll be live with Tucker Harlan and Jordan Binkley on Tennessee Volunteers Live. And you can tune in tomorrow night on Alabama Primetime Live, where we'll be discussing a lot about the Alabama-Tennessee matchup. Good night, everybody, and roll Tide.